Hey there, I'm Jill Arrington, joined by former NFL wide receiver Curtis Conway, here to give you some early draft analysis for the NFL. Let's look at the offensive side of the ball, Curtis, and talk about a few signal callers that maybe need to prove a little more before this year's draft. Texas A&M quarterback Johnny Manziel, he lit up College Station for the 2 years he was there. What are you looking for from Johnny football at the Combine? What does he need to show to prove to the scouts he's ready?
Well, I think number one for Johnny football is his main thing is going to have to be able to read defenses when they put him in front of the TV on the film room, because one of the things you saw with his game is he makes a lot of plays outside the pocket. Now, I would say he did a great job of improving his pocket presence this season, but again, a lot of plays outside of the pocket. I think that's what we marvel over a lot, is the way he can extend plays, and he threw the ball up a lot this year, and Mike Evans, who was a big-time wide receiver, came down with some plays for him. So I think for Johnny Manziel, he's definitely going to have to prove that he can read defenses, understand concepts, and be able to convince these owners and coaches that he can get the job done at the next level. He's not a 6'5", 235-pound guy. He's a small guy.
You're going to learn from RG3. Look what happens when you get out of the pocket in the big leagues.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of things I would say last year would have benefited him, but this year, I mean, since these defenses are now catching up to the read option, and some of these quarterbacks that are used to run are not running as much because they're getting banged up, so he's going to have to prove some things that he can play in the pocket.
Okay, Louisville's Teddy Bridgewater is regarded as the top quarterback prospect on many draft boards. What does he need to show scouts on Combine or Pro Day to solidify his spot as the top of the class?
You know what, I think Bridgewater, his situation is going to come down to actually playing. I mean, when you watch Teddy Bridgewater on film or in any game, I've never seen a quarterback with such great fundamentals. I'm talking about every time I watched him, he carries out fakes. I mean, he does all the little things on every single play, and I think those are the things that you want to see at the Combine. These things for Teddy Bridgewater are on film. I think that's why coaches and GMs, they love him so much, because he's so fundamentally sound. I think now is just being able to play in the NFL level, because playing at Louisville, you didn't see the competition that you're going to see like Johnny Manziel saw in the SEC or even in the Pac-12. So I think that's one of the things that scouts are going to have to take a chance on getting Bridgewater. Can he do those same things he did in college in the National Football?
Finally, Curtis, Fresno State's Derek Carr, he had a phenomenal 2013 up until that bowl performance against USC. So what will Carr be trying to prove to the scouts so that everyone will forget about his performance in Vegas?
Well, G, I think you hit it on the nose. Derek Carr had a phenomenal 2013 season, so film is what scouts are going to look at. But here's the thing with quarterbacks, and all these quarterbacks, this is why the NFL, they get it wrong a lot with drafting first-round quarterbacks, is how can you play on the NFL level? Because colleges, they don't disguise a lot of coverages. In the NFL, they're almost disguising every single coverage. So can you, on that fifth step, drop back and be ready to throw
and recognize
what's going on? And that's the biggest problem I believe that quarterbacks have coming into the league. The game is so much faster. You almost have to be an offensive coordinator on the field. That's why guys like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, they're so good, because they understand, they can see what's happening before it's happening.
Yeah, the sheriff just changes it on the fly.
Absolutely. So it's not always about the strongest arm or the fastest guy. It's who can be able to read defenses and get the ball out of their hands quick. And I think all this comes down to actually drafting a guy, taking a chance with them, seeing what they can do in preseason, and developing these guys over the long haul.
All right, well, good luck to them all. That'll do it for this draft preview. For all your NFL coverage, make sure to keep it logged on to foxsports.com. For Curtis, I'm Jill. See you next time.